This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. You know, I made a video for YouTube last night, and once again, people misconstrued it and take it the wrong way.
Alright, the video I made for YouTube last night, for those who don't know, was basically just talking about YouTube performance. As you guys know, last month I lost all ad revenue. It was actually 1 month ago exactly. I lost all ad revenue on DsPgaming, and I lost it for 2.5 weeks until I finally was able to get it back. And now that it's back, it's terrible. It's like abysmal. It's less than half of what I was making beforehand. And it makes me nervous because I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay my bills in another month or two if I'm making that much less money on YouTube. So I made a video about it on YouTube, explaining the situation, saying this is what's going on. I'm trying to be transparent with you guys. And a few ways you guys can help is, number one, if you could please turn off your ad blockers, because I know many of you probably watch my videos with ad blocker. I understand why, but I really need the help right now. And number two, you know, if you guys could go the extra mile, if you want to pledge to my Patreon or check out my merch or send a tip or whatever, you know, these things would all help. And of course, as usual, people turn that into a negative and say,
Phil's just one of the worst e-beggars. Disgusting beggar.
Even though it's just, it's reality. I'm making a transparent video for you guys to let everyone know what's going on, and people gotta insult and be dicks about it, right? It wasn't like I was angry at anyone in particular, because it's not. There's no one to be angry at. It's just a shit situation of a bunch of stuff kind of blowing up at once, and it sucks, but I want to get through this, just like I always have. I want to get through this, right? So, hopefully, things do go alright, you know, but I wanted to make a video about it, and of course, every time I do now, people just complain, and insult, instead of actually, you know, just listening to what I have to say, because I'm trying to be transparent. And the bottom line is, if I wasn't transparent, then people would complain. So it is what it is. The true fans understood the video. The true fans get it.
These cult mentality people. I want you to watch what I do on a daily basis. You're part of a cult or a mob or this weird group of people who blindly now have to support everything I do, and it's part of your duty to daily come out. Oh, I have to do, you know, every single day I have to support Phil, and the day that I don't support Phil is a day that I failed because I was part of this, you know, the bro army or whatever, and now I wasn't there for Phil. That shit is, in my opinion, that shit's sick. What that is, that's a streamer or a YouTuber who's literally creating a brainwashing style mentality to try to get more money. That's what that is. It's awesome. I love this interaction and everything that we do. So you know, you guys are all cool in that regard. I can't come here and say, go higher, help more. I can't. I would actually feel like shit if I did that, because you guys already are going above and beyond, all right? Silver-tongued talker, right? Oh, I'm just going to say it one way, and hopefully you'll believe it, even though that's not the truth. And that's literally what's happening here. The guy's a liar. The guy's a fucking blatant liar and lying to everyone. But people are believing it because they don't know any better.
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, I just want to confirm that this is real, because there were some issues. Okay. Alright, it looks legit. So what I was doing, guys, I wanted to check and make sure, because this is basically, someone gave me a really generous tip, okay? But it wasn't showing up immediately in my PayPal, and I was like, uh-oh, I wonder why. Could this be someone found a way to troll and game the system to look like they did a big tip they didn't? No, this is legit. Ladies and gentlemen, someone tipped me $300.
That's awesome stuff. I can't wait. I'm having so much fun now. Really, seriously, and I cannot wait for more. This is cool because I'm getting that positive vibe that I had for most of 2017. I'm getting it back now. But now, I'm getting that groove back, getting that vibe back. I'm ready for fun stuff. I hope you guys are ready too. Holy fucking shit. Relax. Some people just can't control themselves.
Shout out to Floppy Donkey Sausage, who cheered again and says, where's a good place to take a gamer girl on a first date? I wouldn't know.
Girls liked me because I was a nice guy, and I would be very friendly to girls. I was respectful of women. I wasn't a sexist pig, or I wasn't, you know, drooling all over them. But because I was the nice guy, I finished last. You know, a lot of the times in school, the girls would want to be friends with me, but they wouldn't ever want to, you know, advance it past that level. I like how you're laughing too.
Well, it's funny.
You're asking a 36-year-old man about, you know, if I'm assuming you're younger. You know, I'm assuming with a name like Floppy Donkey Sausage.
You're not a very mature adult.
And you're probably asking how to take a girl on a date. I have no idea. You'd have to ask someone much younger and much more hip. Because if I told you somewhere to take her, you'd probably be bored. So there you go.
Lollipop cheered and says, I noticed that when you say you won't do or play something ever again, you sometimes come back to it after some time, and I can understand because bullshit always keeps hitting you and you hope everything will be okay. Very, very, very hypocritical. Pretty hypocritical, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, what I've done recently is I've kind of mellowed out. You know, it's like I told you guys, a couple years ago, my life wasn't so great. I was in a really bad, stressful position in my life, my personal life, and I would come to the streams as a way to escape the negativity behind the scenes. I would like to stream because I would be able to play games and have fun and not have to worry about all the shit behind the scenes, right? Now it's kind of not like that anymore. Now I have a really good life behind the scenes. You know, I'm living with Kat here, and we have a life together, and we spend time together and do fun stuff. We have hobbies and stuff behind the scenes that we enjoy doing, and the more time I get to spend with her, the better. You know, so it's not like that.
But the bottom line was, a couple years ago, there was a lot of, if you look at the history, there's a lot of games I quit in a short amount of time, right?
Street Fighter V was one, Persona 3 was one, and Scarface was one. Now, not to say that I didn't quit them for good reason. All those games were incredibly rage-inducing, and I didn't like certain aspects of them to the point where I quit them for a reason. It wasn't that, oh, just a reaction out of nowhere. But when I was coming to stream, this was supposed to be my positive escape, right? And when I was coming to stream and getting tortured by certain fucking games, it would just piss me off to the point where I wouldn't want to play them anymore. It would just kill me. It was basically holding me back and making me feel like I would come to stream and it wasn't fun anymore, right? And that's what sucks, is the fact that, basically, how can I say this? I'm trying to say it in a way that makes sense. The reason that this works, guys, the reason that in particular, these streams now for the past year and a half have been so great, has because of the positivity. People coming in and hanging out and having fun. We all laugh at the funny parts. You laugh at my rage, but we laugh together at cool parts of games too. And it's a really interactive, fun experience. And back then, it wasn't even like that. It was kind of like, I need this stream to be an escape from real life, right? And now things are much better, and it's not like that anymore. But if I got to a situation where I was so stressed out with a game, why I wouldn't want to continue it. I was already stressed to my fucking limits outside of the streams, and now I'm going to be stressed when I'm on stream too. You see what I mean? So that's kind of the attitude I had, is if there was a situation where I was so stressed, I would kind of say, well, I can't do this anymore. And that happened with a few games. Do you want to play the fucking game?
But yeah, just because I say I'm done with this and I quit it at one point doesn't mean I will never go back to it. There have been many games I've now gone back to over the years to defeat, right? Anything for this, right?
And in particular, this summer alone, we've seen me go back to Persona 3, right? Now I'm going back to Street Fighter 5 and Scarface. So, you know, it's never over. It's never, ever 100% over, especially if I keep the game save files, right? Then we can always go back, okay?
Give me money.
If you watch my videos on YouTube, okay, that's the huge deal. That, you know, you get to a situation where people are watching, you know, in some cases hundreds, thousands of hours of content, and I don't make anything on it because they're running ad block, right? If you're watching free content from a content creator who you know they make their living creating said content, I think that's a time that anyone who has, you know, any kind of moral judgment inside of them would say, well, I should watch the ad because this is how they make their living, and this ensures they'll be able to keep making the content that I like, right? Now, some exceptions to the rule would be if you become one of those YouTube premium users, so you're paying a flat rate every month to use YouTube, and that content creator gets revenue from that, then that's fine, right? Then don't watch the ads or whatever, but you know, as long as if you are watching something for free on the internet, and you know that person makes a living via crowdfunding or ad revenue, and as long as you're accepting that revenue stream, then that's fine.
But I don't feel that people should be using ad block watching YouTube videos on a content creator. I think that's messed up, okay?
How's the gout, Phil?
Oh my god, here's another one. How's the gout, Phil? Another idiot. This is great.
How's that gout?
How's that gout? Who was it? Hold on, now I have to freaking manually mute everyone.
How's that Seattle air, Phil?
Yes, I want to play a game, yes.
Alright, you will. Don't worry, you will. I just gotta find out who this idiot is now. Say it again. No, say it again. Say, how's that gout? Go ahead.
How's that Seattle there?
Come on, say it again. I mean, you're so dumb, I know you'll say it again. Say it. Say, how's that gout? Come on.
So with the gout, how's your daughter? With the gout.
He's still saying it. How's the gout? How's the gout? How's the gout? Oh, parent, how's the gout? Give me a cracker. Wow.
Momo Gooch here says, have I ever tried Flonase? It's over the counter now and there's a generic to help me with my nose. I have. However, a couple things. Number one, Flonase is very expensive, and even the generics are very expensive, okay? I know that for a fact because I looked into it when I had bad allergies last year. I went out looking for allergy meds, and Flonase was like one of the most expensive ones there was, okay? Number two, it's not allergies that make me do things with my nose or whatever. It's actually post-nasal drip, which is a chronic condition that you cannot fix. And even though I could do things, like if I have a bad day, I could take a decongestant, it'll help a little. It doesn't cure the problem, and it's very temporary, too.
So, even though you recommend, I understand maybe you hear me like that, going like that, or every once in a while I'll try and clear my throat or snorting or whatever, and I know it's gross. It's because I have a medical condition that cannot be cured, and I've tried many different things to help over the year. Remember, 10 years I've been making videos, guys. I've tried different things, various things. Nothing works. So instead of dumping a ton of money into buying, Flonase for $20 for a bottle, I basically just tough through it. And I know it sucks, but it is what it is. Well, I did nothing wrong.
Cheered. And it's the top cheer of the day. However, it is kind of an intrusive question, but since I'm in a good mood, I think I will answer it. Alright, hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, he says, you gave your viewers and fans the exact amount you were making from ads on KO Gaming, but when it comes to DsPgaming, it's vague fractions and percentages. Why? It's very simple. I did nothing wrong. It's because people micromanage everything I say. They data dig into it to try to figure out things like how much money does Phil make and shit.
Which it has no impact on anything. I could make $1 million and I could make $10.
But when I tell you things like, oh, I'm tight on money because I'm in a ton of debt and, I'm stuck with a fucking house in Connecticut that's under, has no equity at all, and, all these things are happening that are terrible that are affecting my income, that's the truth. It doesn't even matter how much money I make. It's a completely worthless number.
What?
Because the fact is that what I make immediately goes out to bills. Every month I'm bringing in a certain amount of money, and then immediately it goes out and pays the bills, and then I don't have money again. See what I mean? That's the situation. But people will, if I said, I make this much a day on DsPgaming, they would get their fucking ratios out. So he makes this much a month on YouTube, this month a month on Twitch, this month on Patreon. He probably makes this much on Teespring, and we suspect that he's got other revenue streams he doesn't tell us about, like partnerships and things behind the scenes. So we estimate that Phil makes $70,000 a month, some ludicrous number. Which doesn't even matter. Even if I did make $70,000 a month, which, by the way, I never have. That's insanity. I never... That's crazy. That's ginormous YouTuber numbers. It doesn't matter. Because the bottom line is, all the money I make immediately goes out. There's no net profit. And that's the problem with me right now. Okay? So there you go. But, no, I'm not going to give you all the specifics of everything. Okay?
Wow. Let's see here. And of course, then you get a negative jerk in the stream chat. No one owes you anything, Phil. No one owes you anything. I didn't say anyone owed me anything. I didn't say that, and you're a negative jerk, and goodbye. Take Das Boot on your ass. Alright, Ziggy Piggy cheered and says, I'm just going to ban.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really have to talk about. Oh, the PS4 Pro. I have it. It showed up, but I haven't hooked it up yet. I just didn't have time. Tonight, after I finish this stream, what I'm going to do is edit these videos together. All these matches tonight, I'm going to edit into one video to upload to DsPgaming.
I'm going to be real honest with everyone. Just making an edited YouTube video is very easy. Doing live improv reactionary commentary is tough. The hard shit is sitting here playing the raw games. That's the hard part. Streaming is way harder than just editing videos for YouTube. Okay? It is. Real talk.
Okay? And then, I am going to, eventually, swap PS4s. Basically make this PS4 check to make sure all the game save data is uploaded to the cloud on all the games that I'm currently playing. And then, basically shut down the PS4, plug in the new one, log it into PSN, re-download the games that I'm currently playing, which would be what? Dark Souls 3, Street Fighter 5, the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. I guess that's it for active games right now, right? I'm actually looking here. I'm not playing anything else on it, so this would probably just be the 3 for now. And then I'm going to buy and download Shenmue for tomorrow on there, and we'll get it going. So as of tomorrow, I'll be playing on a PS4 Pro, okay? And I have some other positive news, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? Someone has donated enough funds for me to get a new TV. Yeah. So I'm going to be getting a new TV later this week. It's going to be much smaller than the piece of crap LG TV that I've used here. It's not a piece of crap. It's actually a good TV, but I've used it for so many years and it has input lag issues and dead pixels, and it's only 1080p. I'm getting a new TV later this week, apparently. I talked with the person. It's a TCL, which is the kind of TV that I've been eyeballing all year. And the person has donated in order for me to get a new TV to use with this PS4 Pro. So
looks like I'm getting a new TV later this week too, and this is going to be awesome. New TV, new PS4 Pro for the hardcore gaming season, right? This will be perfect timing to see the optimized versions of all the hot new games coming out, right? Thanks for the money, dummies, because that's exactly what you fucking are, a bunch of fucking empty-headed idiots who paid me money to get absolutely nothing out of it. Thanks. Wow.
Miri asks, what will I do with my old PS4? Donate it to Pages. No, more than likely, I'll keep it for a little bit as a backup, just in case, to make sure everything works with this new PS4 Pro. And once I'm sure the PS4 Pro is working properly...
More than likely, I'm going to trade it in somewhere to get some money. Because I need the money. You know? It's greed. It's greed. Greed is massively strong. I have no fucking self-control. Anything I have to use to pay bills. I was very, very tight with my butt. And that's what's going to happen. That PS4 is probably going to be traded in either GameStop, Best Buy, or somewhere else to make some money and pay some bills. Burn in hell, Burnell. And now I'm going to burn in hell for the rest of eternity because of it. You can't change who you are, I guess. Hell is a place where it's very hot. There's, it's torturous conditions. Fire, hail, brimstone. Your body is being ripped apart by demons who are shoving red hot pokers up your rectum. Not a nice place. Okay? What pasta do you prefer? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. Phil's a racist. Phil's a scammer. DSP's a pedophile. DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck.
This guy's a bitch.
I have a micro penis. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.